actually, I have already covered most of the portions of electric heating. Okay, so very few slides are still pending. Basically, that slides are based on your numerical problems. Okay, after that, electric heating portions will be completed. Okay, so then what you need to do, actually today in my class I discussed about the numerical problems, and all of you solve those problem means in your class or copy, means in the when the class is going on. So at that means currently you should solve this problem, okay, and cross check all those answers that you are getting from your calculations. Is it same or different? So that we can see here, means this class. So after that, what happened, we will conclude, that means discussion session will be there regarding your electric heating. Then we can conclude that electric heating module. Okay, so we have already completed traction module. So today that electric heating module will be completed. So day after tomorrow, I'm sorry, from the next class, means tomorrow. Okay, so we will start another new modules on it. Okay, so I think I am planning to take another extra class, that on Wednesday. I have in lab up to 9 to 12. Okay, so if possible my lab is completed by 12, so I can start early some extra class. Okay, an extra class I'm going to plan it for 140, sorry, 11:45 to 12 p.m. I will start it within that time period, and maybe continue up to 1. Okay, so then your next class will be started on 1:50. Another class may be there. So as it is an extra class, so attendance is not mandatory. Okay, those are interested, they can attend. Okay, I cannot force anybody to attend those class. Okay, but the class session will be recorded and you can listen the record later also. There will be no problem, but the class will be there. I am taking the additional class. Basically, last Friday that problem was there regarding the network connectivity of my office. Okay, so that's why we have to take around another class. Otherwise, we are not able to complete the syllabus within the given time period. Okay, basically this semester I think some order notice was there. Okay, so the time is quite change. Okay, so we have to complete by March mid maybe. I have forgotten the date actually. So there's some kinds of notice was there from the academic section. That's why we have to complete all those things by the given time period. Okay. So to again I come back to my topics. Okay, so basically electric heating I was discussed the introductions of the electric heating, then what are the advantages, disadvantages, what are the different mode of electric heating. First heating, then how they are related to the electric heating, and what the different importance of the electric heating over the conventional heating, then different classifications of electric heating. Okay, so different high frequency, first power frequency heating, then what are the different types of power frequency heating, and you can see different, that already been discussed. After that we can given some numerical problems for that class. So when basically you have to submit that fair copy or class note copy. Okay, class work within this weekend. Actually today is Monday, so you have to submit it by coming Friday. Okay, so the fair copy, do not submit the rough copy. Okay, I just see in last class notes that means not all of you, most of the students are submitting the rough copy. So what is the meaning of asking for that fair copy of your class notes if you are going to submit the rough copy? So draft copy is not acceptable. If you are ready for it, means if you are preparing the class notes, only you can submit. Otherwise, no need to submit the draft copy. Okay, so if you're making the fair copy, then you can submit it. At that fair copy you should means all the theory will be there, as well as the numerical problems. That numerical problems was given a few of my classes, some sets of numerical. I think there are 10 to 12 sets of numerical I think four and to six numerical problem was there. Okay, solve it to your home and try to solve similar type of problem. Okay, and today again I am discussing about some of the numerical problems. So all are the different types of conventions, like power frequency heating, special resistance heating, then arc heating was there, applications in the resistance heating. Okay, and like in your electric heaters, okay, water heater, then you know that one in water heater, then different furnaces are there. Okay, then arc heating, indirect, direct arc heating. Okay, different applications of the arc heating. Then we can go to the induction heating. What are the advantages of induction heating? Then these all are the examples of the high frequency heating. Then dielectric heatings and the calculations, advantages, disadvantages, and the applications of dielectric heating. Then infrared heating, microwave heating. Then the classifications, the different steps of the microwave heatings are given here. Okay, as well as the applications. Now I just discussed about this problem. All of you please open your and all of you open your copies and try to solve this numerical problem. I think all of you have that calculators. Calculate that one. So especially what you need to do here. So cross check that answers. That exact answer is coming or not. Okay. So try to solve the numerical problem. So question was there. Calculate the efficiency of a high frequency. All of you please note it down. The calculate the efficiency of a high frequency induction furnace which takes 10 minutes to melt 1.8 kg of aluminum. Okay, then the stop the input to the furnace is given that 4.8 kilowatt and the initial temperature is 15 degrees centigrade. Stop. Specific heat of aluminum is given that 0.88 kilojoule per degree centigrade. Sorry, 0.88 kilojoule per kg degree centigrade. Then melting point of the aluminum also given, that is 660 degree centigrade, and the latent heat of fusion of aluminum is 32 kilojoule per kg. Okay, so here 1 kilojoule equal to 2.78 into 10 to the power minus 4 kilowatt hour. Okay, so we have to find out what efficiency. Okay, that is given, that efficiency you need to calculate. Okay, this is given, calculate of the efficiency. Okay, so first what are the given one? So first mass is given. Okay, so MST, you know that formula, and last class I discussed about that formula, MCT, okay, plus ml. So that M is given. Okay, then C also given here, that C is given. Okay, L also be there. L is given, that what L is there, this L is there, 32, like that. L is there, latent heat. Okay, then T2 and T1 all are given. So what is your T2? T2 equal to 660 degrees centigrade. So it is your 15 degrees centigrade. One temperature is there, initial temperature is given. Okay, that is T1, and maximum temperature that is given, the melting point, that maximum temperature of aluminum given 660 degree. So that also given. So C is given, T2, T1, L all are given. M also be there, 1.8 kg. Okay, so that kg you are considering here mass, like that thing. Okay, so then you have to replace all those value, and finally it is coming 1079.28 kilojoule. And if you convert that kilojoule to here it is there, 1.1 kilojoule equal to kilowatt hour. Okay, so it is coming 2.7 into 10 to the power minus 4. So you have to multiply it with that value. Okay, is that value is coming from the students? Can I get your answer? So is it coming 0.3 kilowatt hour? Is it coming same value? Yes, student, please respond. Am I audible from your side?
Yes, sir, coming, sir.
Same thing is coming. Am I
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
then find out that energy input, and energy input it is given. So how much value is there? That is 4.8. where so 4.8 kilowatt it is given, that input of the fan is being 4.8 kilowatt. So the initial temperature. So finally what you need to find out for the 10 minutes. Okay, you know that is for 60 minutes, so you have to calculate for 10 minutes. So unitary method you can use. And finally it is coming 0.8 kilowatt hour. So it is your it is your output. Okay, so it is your output 0.3 kilowatt hour and input is there, it is 0.8 kilowatt hour. So efficiency output by input, it is easily coming 0.375, basically 37.5%. Okay, I think you are getting that answer. Okay, so now we can go to the next problem. All of you please note it down and solve this one. What is that problem? Problem is, please note it down, a low frequency induction furnace. So in your classwork it should be there. Okay, fair copy of your classwork, it should be there. Okay, a low frequency induction furnace operating at 12 volt. Okay, that voltage is given 12 volt in secondary circuit, takes 480 kilowatt at 0.5. That heart is full. Heart means where the charge, the holder of the charge, means container of the charge. That heart is full. Okay, heart full means loading, means full loading. Okay, equivalent term is that full loading is there. Okay, if secondary voltage, what is this next? If secondary voltage be maintained is 12 volt. Okay, estimate the power factor and power absorbed. So what you need to find out is power factor and power absorbed when heart is full load. Okay, sorry, half load. Okay, assume the resistance of the secondary circuit thereby the half of the reactance of the remain same. So resistance is going to be half and reactance is same. So what is that? So solution, from the solution, what are the values? So given, what are the points, important points? Secondary voltage is given, that is 12 volt. Okay, all of you try to solve it and cross check the answer. Is it same or it is coming different one? Okay, at the time of exam, same type of problem will be there. The power drawn when the heart is full, so it is 480 kilowatt. It is given that value 480 kilowatt, 0.5 power factor. So power factor is 0.5. So you can calculate it. V is there. Okay, VI cos phi. VI cos phi, secondary current 12 is there. We have 480 kilowatt. Now 480 into 10 to the power cube, 10 cube equal to how much current you can calculate, 80,000 ampere. So impedance circuit heart is full, so you need to calculate the impedance. Basically resistance here, as per the questions, that resistance after when you are making it half of that heart, okay, hearth, so then it will be half of the resistance. Okay, that R will be changed but reactance will remain same. So we have to find out the impedance. Okay, that's why impedance is important. Impedance of the secondary circuit you need to calculate. Z equals to what? V by I. Okay, so you know that value of V equals to 12, I is there 80,000, so 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 ohms. Okay, so that Z value is coming. Okay, then resistance of the secondary circuit when the heart is full. So Z, if you know that Z value, so you know that R equal to real component. So Z cos phi, so cos phi is 0.5 is given, you know that value of resistance, you can calculate. So first resistance, then reactance. In case of reactance, you can use that sin phi component. Okay, so X equal to Z sin phi, the secondary circuit and heart is full. So it is mentioned, it is full. Okay, container is full. Then how much value of reactance? 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 4. After that, what happened? The conditions. This is for the condition 1, so you can calculate that I. Okay, power factor is given. So I, Z, R, X, that you can calculate from the conditions. For the next one, when the power factor and average drawn, power factor and power drawn when the heart is half full. Okay, as for when the half full. Okay, so what is the resistance? of the secondary circuit of the heart will be R dash equal to 1 by R. So R was in your initial conditions value. So R equals to what? 7.75 into 10 to the power minus 4. So 1 by 2 into 0.75 into 10 to the power minus 4. Finally, it is coming 0.375 into 10 to the power minus 4 ohm. Okay. Resistance of the secondary circuit. Okay. So resistance of the secondary circuit is what? So X dash equal to X, that is similar to as per the questions. Okay. X dash equal to your X. So that value is there. So is that value are same with your calculation? That Z R X, the same value is coming from your calculation?
Yes, sir. Z and R.
Okay, all are in same value. Okay, good. Okay, so then X dash we can calculate. So X dash equal to similar to your X value. So it is 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 4 ohm. So what is your secondary new impedance? Okay, that Z bar equals to, sorry, Z dash equals to root under R dash square plus X dash square. So you know that value. So finally that is your Z. Okay, so power factor when the earth is half full. Okay, so that calculations you can do power factor. So that is Z R dash by Z dash. So finally it is coming. Okay, so cos phi it is coming that 0.277. Okay, so secondary current you can also calculate from that value. Okay, similarly, so it is coming 88,691.8 ampere. Then power drawn you can calculate. So from that equations P equal to I dash square R dash. Okay, you can replace all those values. Finally, how much power is there? Power drawn, it is 295 kilowatt. Okay, so low frequency, that what you need to calculate the secondary. The assume the secondary can be half. What you need to find the power factor. Okay, so you have to estimate the power factor, and the power absorbed by the heart when it is full load. Okay, so that conditions is that condition was there. You have to calculate this one. Very simple problem. A very simple problem is very simple, and similar type of problem you should practice in your classwork copy before submitting your class note. The second condition you can do it. So previously what happened? You are changing the resistance. You are telling that that as per the question it was suggested that resistance was half. Okay. Now what happened? It is a low frequency furnace. Okay, a low frequency furnace. Problem number 3, whose secondary voltage is maintained constant. Secondary voltage maintained constant at 10 volt. Okay, takes 420 kilowatt and 0.6 power factor is given. Okay, so similarly you have to find out that current, secondary current I. Okay, assuming the resistance of the secondary circuit is to vary inversely as the height of the charge and reactance remain constant. So your resistance is now varying. Okay, your resistance is now varying. Okay, so your resistance is now varying. Okay, so try to solve it. Previously it was there 50%. Now no percentage is given. Okay, so we have to calculate it. Okay, so the impedance of the secondary, what happened? Find out the height. Okay, find out the height up to which the heart should be filled to obtain the maximum heat. Heart will be maximum heat, that you need to calculate. Okay, so calculate it. So what are the solutions? Givens are there. What are the given points? So secondary voltage is given 10 volt. Power taken from the heart is full. It is 420 kilowatt. Okay, simple thing. And 0.6 power factor is there. So, okay, so height of the of which heart should be filled, it is there. Secondary current, for find out it. Height, you need to find out the height. Okay. So secondary current I equal to what? Kilowatt, 420 kilowatt equal to VI cos phi. Okay, V is there, I is there. Sorry, I know I is not there. I need to you need to calculate the I. Phi is there, cos phi is there, 0.6. Okay, you can calculate that current. Then same process like your previous numerical problem. Impedance of secondary circuit is there. So the hearth is full. Then you have to calculate the Z. Z equal to V by I equal to 10 by 70,000. So how much value of Z is there? So 1.428 into 10 to the power minus 4 ohm. All of you please cross check it that exact value is coming or not. So please cross check it right now. The same value is coming or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so carry on. Okay, so resistance. Now impedance is there, so we have to calculate the resistance. Resistance R equal to Z cos phi. So cos phi is given 0.6 and Z you have calculated 1.428 into 10 to the power minus 4 ohm. So you can replace them and able to find out R. R equal to what? 0.8568 into 10 to the power minus 4 ohm. The resistance of the secondary circuit is full when it is full. Okay. Now reactance of the secondary circuit when hearth is full, that X equal to Z sin phi. Okay. You can replace the value of Z and sin phi is there, cos inverse 0.6. Simple, it is cos phi 0.6 is cos inverse 0.6. Okay, that angle theta you need to find out. So it is coming 1.1424 into 10 to the power minus 4 ohm. Okay. Now for the next conditions, you don't know that height of the charge. So you can say like that x time of your full hearth. Okay, x may be in fractions. Okay, the height of the charge P x times of your full hearth. So right now x is your fraction. So h equal to what? X into capital H. Capital H is what? It was previously new h. H equals to x times of capital H. Capital H means initial height. Okay, since the resistance varies inversely, okay, the height of the charge it is given. Okay, so yeah, resistance of the charge will be height of the charge is x h equals to r by x. Why? Basically inversely proportional. Okay, increasing of height means resistance also will decreased. Okay, means inversely like that. So you can replace that value of r. Okay, and you don't know about that height means x. Okay, and you can find out the power drawn. What will be the power drawn or the heat produced will be the maximum when the resistance of secondary circuit equal to the reactance of the secondary circuit. So after getting this one, so you can find out the reactance. Okay, so that similar to that value. Okay, so what was your reactance if both side impedance is same? Okay, so both side reactance of the similar type of reactance is you can see in the secondary side, both of the secondary side. So reactance you need to find out and then it should be the simple. So that is your reactance of concept first one. Then you have to find out the reactance of the second one. Okay, then it should be the same. Okay, if it is same, so what happened? You have to find out the value of x from the question, it is there. So x value is coming 0.75. Okay, so 0.75 means it is third fourth. Okay, 3/4 of the height of the hearth. So if you are covered up to third fourth height of the hearth, so it is coming similar value. Okay, means maximum one. I think all of you are able to solve this problem and cross check that value means answer. Is it coming same or wrong? Okay, I think definitely it will coming same. So next one, I think all of you are able to solve this one. Next one, previously it was your power frequency heating. Now the problem 4 is based on your high frequency heating. Okay, in problem 4 what was there? So a piece of an insulating metal. Okay, it's an insulating material is to be heated by dielectric heating. So that was based on your dielectric heating. The size of the pieces is 12 centimeter into 12 centimeter. So 12 into 12 into 3 semi-cube. Okay, cc cubic centimeter. Okay, so the frequency is given 20 megahertz is used and the power absorbed is 450 watt. Okay. So if the material has a relative permittivity, okay, if the material has a relative permittivity of 5, and power factor of 0.05. Okay, power factor is given 0.05. Calculate the voltage necessary for heating current that follows of the material, follows in the materials. Okay, so if the voltage are limited to 1700 volt, voltage is given 1700 volt, what will be the frequency to get to be the same loss? So both of the cases you have to calculate the loss to comparing them. Okay, so what are the given values are there in the solution? So the solution, you know that given A equal to 12 into 12. So area, okay, surface area 12 into 12, 144 semi square equal to 145 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. Centimeter means 100 meter. Sorry, 10 to the power minus 2 meter. 1 minus 2 square means 10 to the power minus 2 whole square meter. So it is coming 10 to the power minus 2 meter whole square. So it is coming 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. Okay, that's why it is coming 144 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. And T equals to given 3 centimeter thickness. T is their thickness. Okay, that is 0.03 meter. And frequency F equal to 20 megahertz, P equal to 450 watt, ER is 5, cos phi equal to 0.05. So all are given from that questions. Okay. So relative permittivity is there. Absolute permittivity, you know that formula means directly you can put those values. Okay. So voltage and the current. So calculations you need to do. Okay. So the capacitance of the parallel plates of diameters of a material given by. So first you need to calculate the capacitance. So C equals to how much value is there? E0 means epsilon 0, epsilon r, A by T. Okay. You know the value of A and T. Epsilon 0, that is your given value. Okay, that epsilon 0, it is your given value. Then epsilon r is there 5. Okay, and then finally you can replace the value of A and you can calculate the capacitance in the farad. F is there means farad. So what is the reactance? X equal to 1 by omega C. You can replace the value of C by 1 by omega. So omega equal to 2 pi f, f equal to given 20 megahertz. So 20 into 10 to the power 6. Okay, C is there 21.25 into 10 to the power minus 12. So all are there and it is coming 374.5 ohm XC. Okay, power equal to 2 pi f CV square cos phi. Okay, because it is coming. So it is coming from where? CV square. So you know that one. You can replace that value. P equal to 450. Okay. So now you can replace the value. F is there. C is there. Okay. Then V square is there. Okay. You don't know the value of V, and phi is given 0.05. Okay. So what is your V square value? So directly after replacing in the values from the expression, it is coming there. Okay, directly you can replace it. So voltage V equals to coming 1836 volt. So all of you please cross check it. I think similar value will be there. Okay, then I you need to calculate. Okay, I equal to IC. You can say like that expressions of I equal to IC means capacitor current equal to V by omega C. Okay, so V by reactance. Okay, capacitive reactance. Again, X, you know that value of XC 2 pi omega C. So that value of XC is there 374.5 ohm. So replace by that one 374.5 ohm and divided by 1836, that is coming from previous calculations. Okay, now we are at 4.9 ampere. Okay, so heat produced, okay, you know that one directly proportional to V square into F. So from the dielectric heating formula, so you know, you can write down V1 square F1 equal to V2 square F2. Okay, so you can replace them. Finally, you know that value of F2 equal to F1 into V1 by V2 whole square. Okay, you can replace all the values and finally you will get that 23.33 megahertz, and that is your answer. Okay, also please cross check it to your home so you can get how the values are there. So I have more or less touching all the different kinds of numerical problems related to this field. Okay, so there are different patterns of problems also be there. but some of the problem I have discussed here, 4 problems. Okay, so I think you can solve similar type of problem from any of your reference material. Okay, that you are following. Okay, so you can note it down that similar type of problem I have already discussed. Okay, so it is again it is dielectric heating problem. Okay, so what is given? A plywood board. Okay, insulation means dielectric heating of area, means volume is given, volume. Okay, meter cube, I think so, it is meter cube, printing mistake is there. Okay, so 0.5 into, all are meters actually, 0.5 meter into 0.25 meter into 0.02 meter is to be heated from 25 to 125 degrees centigrade. Okay, 10 minutes duration by dielectric heating. So dielectric heating means it's a high frequency heating with the frequency of 30 megahertz. Okay, what you need to calculate? Determine the power required in this heating. Okay, heating process. Assume the specific heat of wood is given 1500 per kilo per joule kg per degree centigrade. Okay, the weight of the wood is there 600 kg per meter cube and efficiency is 50%. Okay, so you have to calculate that input power. Okay, so volume is given, that is coming, that all are meter, so that's why it is coming 0.0025 meter cube. Okay, the weight of plywood also be there, that specific heat weight of means specific heat is there point now 600 so weight of wood is there per area, per volume. Okay, so you will get that a volume, so 600 into 0.002, it is your volume. Okay, so you can find out that weight of the plywood, that is multiplication of 0.0025 into 600. Okay, that is coming 1.5 kg. Okay, now the heat required rise to the temperature, so you have to calculate the heat. Okay, the required rise to temperature 25 degree to 125 degree centigrade. Okay, so you know that M is there 1.5. Okay, S is there 1500, basically it is kg. Okay, 1500 per joule per kg per degree centigrade. So you need not to convert that 1.5 kg to gram. Okay, so no need to convert it. Okay, so it is your 1.5 into 1500 M into C, MCT, T is there, what is 125 minus 25. Okay, so finally it is coming to 2,25,000 joule. Okay, so your heat is there, again you have to find out that minutes is there, with assuming for 1 minute I think so. Okay, 10 minute is there by the dielectric heating. Okay, so we have to divide it by 10 minutes and again multiply it with the 60. Okay, so finally we will get that 62 watt hour. Okay, so second, it was in initially it was in watt second, now we are converting to the hour. Okay, so basically that 60 minutes to 1 hour, so that's why you are converting it. Okay, since the heating is done for the 10 minutes. Okay, so how much power is required? So 62 by 5 divided by 10 by 60. Okay, basically 1/6. Okay, so 10 by 60 minute means 60 minute means 1 hour. So 10 minutes means 1/6. How much heat is required? 1/6 of this one. So you can replace, so 62.5 whole divided by 1/6. Okay, 1 by 6. So that is coming 375 watt. Okay, so the efficiency is 50%, it is given. So power input is 375 into divided by 0.5, it is coming 700 watt. Okay, so if you divide both of them, so it will come 50%. So I think all of you are able to understand the problem. The problems are not so tricky. It is very simple if you have to follow some formula and you have to solve it. Okay, and I am expecting that all of you solve it to your home, and you should submit that one with your fair copy. Okay, the numerical problems on it. Okay, the numerical problems from tractions, if possible, if you will get more class, so definitely I'll also discuss some of the numerical problems on tractions. Okay, and try to discuss it. Okay, you're getting some more time on it. Otherwise, I have discussed the different means formulas. So based on that formula, you can practice it in from your home. Okay. So now the electric heatings. That another problem is there. It is basically based on your previous problem. Okay. So that was given. So heart is full. Okay. So that you can also solve it. Same type of problem. Okay. So basically that I have covered that electric heating. Okay, so also discussed different classifications, different type, advantages, and as well as applications of electric heating in our domestic purpose as well as the commercial purpose, especially our trust area, that utilization, electric utilization, especially that's why we discussed about our commercial portions, sorry, domestic portions, and sometimes industrial applications. Okay, but basically trust area that is observed for the commercial purpose. Okay, commercial consists of your domestic as well as industrial applications. Some of the portions, not a huge portions. You can say like the medium power system or means medium, low power and medium power system. I have discussed on it. So after that, what happened? Other several modules are there like electric welding. Okay, that is also very important module. Okay, so basically based on means applications, you can say like that. From the heating, then we can switch to the electric welding way, and then illuminations, then electrolysis is there. So I am not deciding that next what we are going to start, like electric welding or illuminations. Okay, so tomorrow we will decide. Okay, maybe illuminations. Okay, so we can start next module on it. And by the way, by that time you have to prepare that class note. Okay, and submit it to me as early as possible. As I have already told, those students are not attended, means first few minutes of my lecture, today's lecture, so they can also think I'm just going to announce it coming Wednesday I will take an extra class instead of last Friday's class. Okay, so it will be started maybe 11:45, in between 11:45 to 2, and we can extend up to 1. So attendance is not mandatory for extra classes. Those are interested, they can attend. Okay, I can take attendance, but that attendance is not when uploaded. Okay, all will be present, I can say like that. Okay, so thank you. So today I can conclude my session here. Okay, if you have any confusion, you can write me in chat box. Okay, otherwise we can also discuss some of the questions if it is there. Okay, thank you my students.